This short video is going to try to explain how you carry out a peer review. Now, in a peer review, you've received a lot of information from the project, or the city, or the organisation. That's giving you a kind of idea about what they're doing and what they're not doing. What I'm going to do is, from knowing Mikey, I've developed a hypothesis, and this is what you do in a peer review. You develop a hypothesis. What do you reckon is happening? So, let's think, what does Mikey know about anti-discrimination? Well, I think that Mikey knows a little bit. Most of what he knows is already been written on the wiki pages. I hope you've seen the wiki pages. Most of what he knows is on the wiki pages. I don't know that he knows much more than that. Hand over the card, all those things, the formalities. Then you open with an opening question. The opening question is simple, designed to relax the guy, and here we go. Okay, Mikey, this ENAR project about anti-discrimination. Everybody's come to the project with their own idea about anti-discrimination. What's your idea? How does it grab you? What's anti-discrimination mean to you?
Well, to me, it means that everyone in the society has got the same opportunities. In my case, I would say to be able to express themselves in the way that they want to represent themselves.
Okay, that's his answer. I've written down his answer, or my colleague in this interview has written down his answer, and what we're doing at this moment is we're comparing his answer to the benchmark, okay, the ideal. We haven't got much from him yet, all right. We start now to do a probing question, all right, where we start to sort of find a bit more information, dig a bit deeper. Okay, so, okay, but isn't that subjective? Surely what we need on anti-discrimination is kind of standardization, so people know if they are behaving legally or illegally.
I think it is subjective, yes, but I think that I'm worried when I hear the word standardization, because I think what we're trying to do is bring in lots of different cultures that have got different values. So how can you standardize those values?
Yeah, okay. He's come back, he's slightly more nervous, he's a bit more hesitant, he's on ground that he's not so sure about. My next question is looking to close this line of questioning off, okay? And it's a closed question. So, Mikey, you don't want there to be standardization, so you don't want people to have equal rights.
Yeah, I want people to have equal rights, but it's not that I don't believe in equal rights, it's that I think that that's not the whole story to this.
My next question is trying to find out about his understanding of the law. Now, this is a question which you need to know whether this person that you're interviewing is responsible for whatever area of work it is, whether it's working with the Turkish community, whether it's working with women, whether it's gender or whatever. So, my question to Mikey now is this, okay, but surely European Union directives at the moment require all member states to give equal rights to all citizens. If we don't have a standardization, how do you know that all people are being treated equally and there is no discrimination?
Is it really possible to look at the rights and the discrimination of people in Poland and say we can do that in exactly the same way as we do in Spain or the UK or Switzerland?
Mikey is responding by trying to draw me into a conversation. When you're doing a peer review, you've got to resist being drawn into a dialogue. You've also got to resist making sure that Mikey is just giving opinions. What we've got to try and do is make sure we get facts. We've got to get evidence out of it. So what I would then be following up is, can you give me some evidence of your view, okay? Or rather, can you show me some facts to substantiate your position? But you close off the questions. You go through the process of an open question, a series of probing questions, and then you finish with a show me. You end up with evidence. It's that audit trail. And those questions are proving or disproving, they're testing your hypothesis about, does Mikey know something about discrimination? Now in this situation, in an ENAR project, we might be looking at to what extent are stakeholders involved in the design of projects. We can gather the evidence and we can come to a conclusion. The peers will then actually come to that conclusion, and that's the judgment they will make, and they'll respond back to the project or the program with their views. In a nutshell, there's a lot more to it, but in a nutshell, that's a peer review.
Thank you.